Hey, what is up guys? My name is Solomon Bar and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a quick update video to let you guys know what I've been up to, why I haven't been making that much content and what you can look forward to in the future. Without me talking too much, let's get started.
Yo, Pan, you ready? Yeah. Man, let's lock it low. Yeah. Just blaze. Yeah. No, turn me up. Hey. I think we got one. Yeah. Here we go.
Tell me, what do you see when you're looking at me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
On a mission to be what I'm destined to be.
Whoa, whoa,
Hey, I've been through the pain and the sorrow, the struggle is nothing but love. Nothing but love. A soldier, a rider, a ghetto survivor, and all the above.
So first things first, I'm going somewhere very exciting next week to do my first international classification. Up until now, I've had a national classification, and what this means is, because I'm a Paralympic athlete, they have different categories for different disabilities, and my section is visual impairment. In the visual impairment category, we have T13, which is the ones that can see the most, T12, which are the ones in the middle, and T11s are the ones that can see the least out of the three, which means they have to A, be blindfolded, and B, have a guide runner. I've been a T13 category, but only for national competition, so I could only compete in the UK. But now I'm going to get my international classification so I can finally compete on the international stage, which is awesome. So the second thing is I'm taking part in a trial for a gene therapy for my eye condition. I suffer from something called retinitis pigmentosa, also known as RP, which means I have severe tunnel vision and also night blindness, which means I can't see anything at all in the dark. So what they're doing is they're trying to get rid of that faulty gene which makes my vision really bad and makes it worse over time by putting a deactivated virus on the gene, and then what your immune system does is it recognizes it as a virus and then destroys it with the gene inside. So logically, if the gene is gone, it can't affect you anymore and you will stop losing your vision. That's the idea of it. But like I said, this is a medical trial. It's been tried on, mice and I think a couple of other people, but they really want to go ahead with this, and I put myself forward because I'm losing my vision every single day. I'm seeing less and less of what's around me. I was like, you know what, why not? Why not give it a shot? I'm going to be blind anyway in the future, so why not take that risk now and try and save my vision? The third thing is I'm in the process of transitioning from A-levels, sixth form, to college BTEC, and the reason is as soon as I finished my GCSEs I was like, yes, I'm going to go into sixth form, I'm going to do my A-levels and I'm going to get into university, not realizing how difficult it actually is. Most people find A-levels difficult as it is, but having a visual impairment, which means I read twice as slowly as everybody else, I have to have double the time to actually do the work and do the essays and do the exams and stuff. But having that time taken away from training, because I have to train, I'm a professional athlete, so I need extra time to study, but that time is being taken away from training, so actually one of them has to suffer. Either my training has to suffer so I can compensate for school, or my school has to suffer so I can compensate in athletics. So I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore, I need to find an alternative. And sure enough, I found a sport and exercise BTEC I can do, which means, it's in line with what I want to do, and also coursework based. So that means I don't have to stress over an exam. It's very flexible. I can do it at my own time and hand it in, and it's all good. Eventually, I want to go to university when I finish college. That was the idea for A-levels, but that's difficult. But at least I can now go to college and do that. The next thing is I've started filming a documentary in the run-up to the next Paralympics. This is interesting. I met a guy called Daniel who does work for ITV. He's worked on things like X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, I'm a Celebrity. He's a really good cinematographer and editor, and he thought, you know what, I want to work on a side project. And somehow we bumped into each other through an organization, and he said, you know what, you've got an inspiring story, where you've come from, what you're dealing with, and where you want to go to, and I want to follow you on that journey. So I was like, yes, let's do this, man. Let's make a documentary on Solomon Bar. What Solomon Bar got to say that's so interesting that the world has to hear. He's going to be following me along the journey, my ups, my downs, my struggles, what I'm doing behind the scenes, what athletes actually get up to, what it's like having a visual impairment, what it's like having a disability, what it's like in education, just everything, all aspects of my life. It's all going to be documented, and it's hopefully going to come out. I don't even know if I should put this on the video. Actually, I don't know if he wanted me to keep it a secret, but I'm going to say it anyway, so now. I had a slight injury last season, so I literally competed like 3 or 4 times throughout the whole season because this injury was so bad. It got inflamed. What it is it's behind the knee. So imagine my elbow is my knee. And just behind the knee there, I had, this is another thing, no one can actually diagnose it properly and tell me what it is, but it got really sore and really inflamed. So every time I ran at full speed, it would get so sore and so like, just hurt so much, and no one understood it. You know, some strength and conditioning people told me it was a tendinopathy, some people told me it was lower hamstring, some people telling me it was a bone, some people telling me it was just inflammation. Like, and I was getting so many messages, and I finally got a scan, but even the scan wasn't conclusive. Like, it couldn't really see any problems, which was annoying. It's like, oh, like one part of it I guess is good because they didn't find any proper problems, but then another one is like, oh, but then I'm still having pain. Like, what is causing it? So me and my coaches are working on, you know, trying to load up the area, trying to get it strong, trying to avoid irritating it. This year is better than last year, let's just say that. You know, I'm improving, I'm getting stronger. I finally just want to get on the track and run and destroy everybody. That's what I want to do. But obviously, if you're injured, you've got to take it slowly. You know, you've got to allow your body to just grow into that next level. I'm still young, you know, I've got a hell of a career ahead of me, and to have these injuries and niggles now, to get them out of the way and understand, you know, where I need to work on earlier is better than having it later where I'm at my, you know, at the top of my game. I think I'm talking too much. I need to start wrapping this video up. I've also had an idea to do a series called Track to Tokyo. I'm going to document my journey. Now, how it's going to work is it's going to be monthly episodes of the series. What I've done at the track, what I've done at the gym, what I've been eating, who I've been meeting, where have I been competing, maybe have little interviews with other athletes and other coaches and other people around your profession, like psychologists and nutritionists and massage therapists, like how do they help athletes along their journey. That's literally it. Like, I could talk all day. I hope you enjoyed it if you watched it to this point, and you know what, have a fantastic day. Don't let anybody drag you down. Always stay positive, always stay happy, always look on the bright side of life. That's what it's about. I've got nothing else to say. See you soon. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, because I want to make athletics on the same level as other, you know, YouTubers. I feel like athletics is such a small part of YouTube that nobody even knows what athletes do, you know, and I want to improve it, and I want to improve the community and make it bigger and better. So please subscribe if you haven't, if you do enjoy my content, which there'll be more of in the future. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't. That's literally what I was meant to say, but I went round the world like I do. I just talk too much.